All right, good night, everyone. I will be the first to admit that that second game was plenty better than the first game. I had to take my words and I had to eat them because I thought from the first game I said, wow, we out of the league. We can't even keep up with Jamaica. And I had real questions about if we could match the pace and if they could, if they would just run over us in the second game. But to be fair, we really made some changes in the formation and our strategy, and we played a lot better. So I was impressed in this, knowing that as local based players against their top local based players, we looked pretty good. We saw Nathaniel James on the field and we saw him running at them. We know he accustomed playing in Jamaica anyway. There was a interview and it was stated that he was a former Jamaican Premier League player, so still waiting to really find out what is going on with that. I had to do some research, but we looked a lot better. I know the exercise was really to find players or look for players that could be added to our team, so I thought, well, you know what? Yes, again, impressed with what we did, how we looked. I know the coach spoke about that. Second half, he brought in basically a brand new side and they played fairly okay. The standard was a little bit lower than the first half, obviously, because they're bringing in brand new players. But I did see that we were playing pretty okay. So I have a list of the players who made the team, and I just want to kind of talk about who I think could progress in the team and who, I don't think they should make it. Marvin Phillips, well, he's 40 or 38 or something. I had to check back, but I don't know. What is he planned with Marvin Phillips? He may have something to contribute, but I don't think so that much. I always spoke about Jovan Jones. I know he definitely has something to bring to the team's hill. Josiah Trimmingham. Now, in the first game, and in my first video, I spoke that he looked okay in the back, but it didn't really have any press to know how he plays. I know he plays in Jamaica, in Montego Bay. But definitely in this game, you could have seen that he brought a difference to the back line, and he was able to keep up. He was able to be in the right place at the right time, except in the 93rd minute. But it is what it is. It's an international friendly. I actually spoke to him a little bit on social media and say, well, once you see a goal, you feel you had a score. So just kind of laugh off that moment. But he is a pretty decent player who I think could add something to the team. Jesse Williams looked okay in the second game. If I had to judge from the first game, he will not make the team, but in the second game, he looked okay, so he could probably get a call back. Daniel Hospitalis, I know he plays in Jamaica. I know he was on the left wing doing yeoman service, running up and down. I don't think he can make the team again, or shouldn't make the team again, based on what we've seen in the last two performances. Similar with Brent Sam. I know Brent Sam is a big, strong striker. I have a bias to big, strong strikers. I always think we should have somebody like that on top. I was biased to Kenwin Jones. Obviously, I like Zlatan because they are big, they're solid, they could handle themselves up front. Brent Sam have 2 out of the 3. He's big, he's solid. He ain't really handle himself up front at all. Noah Powder in the second game definitely looked good. As a defensive midfielder, you are supposed to be the person who, every time you tackle, you should almost be getting a yellow card. And we saw that he went in hard. We saw that he was breaking up the plays. He was looking to see where the ball is. He was playing the structure. So he looked good. John Paul Rockford, he could be around the team still because he definitely has something to offer. I think he have some ways to go still, but he's looking good. Kaim Thomas, I know he's young, but he's looking good also, and I like how he actually plays. He pops up in the pockets, he has the connecting ball, and he looked good. Justin Garcia is solid in the back, that remains, he is there. Nathaniel James, well, he's a starter, so I don't think we need to talk too much more about him. Jabari Saint-Hilaire, yeah, I remember we have Christopher Biggett, we have Denzel Smith, and we also have Adrian Fonset to a degree. So I guess if we drop in Adrian Fonset, well, Marvin Phillips shouldn't be there for sure. If we drop in Adrian Fonset, then Jabari Saint-Hilaire could come in. Jamal Jack, he came on and I wasn't too impressed. I know we kind of struggling for defenders, but I didn't see much, like to say, worth another try. Stefan Yates, of course, yes. He silky smooth, looking good in the middle, controlling the ball, nice footwork. As I say, not rushed. He plays at his own pace and he's very simple, and the football is nice. Michael Poon Aguiron looks good. He is developing into a sort of defensive box-to-box midfielder also, and that he will definitely have a place on the team. Kevin Molino, well, I spoke about Kevin Molino several times. He's there, and I think he's there on the team more as mentoring and coaching. I don't know how much he has in him again. I don't know. He may make the World Cup, but I don't think he has much more after that. So he's more in a coaching, mentoring role. Isaiah Lee, in the first game he was missing. When he came on in the second game, he was missing. So unless somebody really like him, I don't really see, at least right now, I'm hoping that he proves through the league or something that he has it, because he was real good in the intercall, but I don't think he's right now. Liam Burns definitely is a player who should be around the team. I like his style of play. He his work rate is high. He doesn't stop, and he has a very high IQ for the game, at least with what I've seen. We know Darrell Garcia obviously has to be there because he's part of the future of the team, and he looked good in the first game for the 20 minutes that he got. Lindell Sween definitely came on. He looked composed, and we know that he's young, and this was a rough environment, and he was pretty composed. He played fair enough, so I think he definitely needs to be there. I actually forgot Aaron Enel. He's a goalkeeper who's in Jamaica and doing really well also, so he will be around the team and could definitely give us something. There are two names here, Jarrell Arthur and Tyrese Bailey. Forgive me, but I really don't remember what they did on the field. Not saying that they didn't do stuff, but I just can't remember these two players. So it wasn't outstanding to me. But again, I'm not calling it yes or no on these players, but I definitely don't remember them. We played with a different structure. We played and more compact in the middle. We saw that we were switching the plays. We saw that we were changing direction. We played the ball out of the back. We were a little more composed. We didn't play the kick away football. So all in all, I will say that we had a really good second game. Barring the result, most of us who saw the game would take it away as we won that game. Again, is unfortunate, and Josiah will get will get his share of knock for that. But it is what it is. It's football. But we held Jamaica, and we played them at home with a local based team against their local based team. Let's not forget that. But we were fair. We were okay, and we deserve something from the game. We got something from the game, and I'm a lot less panicky than the first game, because in the first game, my video, I said that I was unimpressed. I was thinking about pushing panic buttons. Kind of take away that feeling for now, because we look like we understand that we're building and we're growing. And again, there's local based players, so I could just imagine what the foreign based players would add to the mix also. It'll definitely be interesting to see from now till then who the coach gets. We see Justin Obiku scoring lots of goals. We have a player in Portugal. I don't want to mispronounce his name, but I think it's Shaquem Joseph. I know it's like 4th division, but still he is scoring a lot. We have players in USL. We have players in MLS. We have European players. So it's just a matter to see how they gel. But I think we have a fair base for now. And I'm a lot less nervous than I was after the first game, if that means anything to anybody. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me who stood out to you in these 2 games, and who you think probably just can't make the team after having 2 bites of the cherry. Always willing to hear your thoughts, liking the thoughts, and love the conversations that we have in the comment section. So continue with that, and we'll have more football conversation again about another topic moving forward soon.